The Mail on Sunday now, and the NHS has suspended a nurse for speaking up in training and saying that being white doesn't make you racist. To be honest, it seems that NHS training makes you racist instead. Scott, what do you make of this?
Well, this is, oddly, it goes back to the Tavistock NHS Trust that we talked about earlier with that child clinic. But Amy Gallagher, she's a mental health nurse from Orpington. She's on a forensic psychology course training to be a psychotherapist at that Tavistock Portman NHS Trust. And when she started to question the training process, she was told that she was racist and she needed to be separated from everybody else.
Oh, my God.
Apparently, there was a lecture during the training, quote, "Whites don't understand the world, and Christianity is responsible for racism because it's European," in a series of politically biased talks. That's what she's confronting. And when she held up her hand and she questioned this approach to training nurses, she was told that she was wrong, and she was asked to just kind of remove herself. And they go on in this to talk about one of the patients at that clinic, the Tavistock, Ms. Bell, who was injected with testosterone at 17 and had a mastectomy age 20 before detransitioning. And that comes up because Amy challenged these controversial views.
Right.
And said that she was bullied by the staff and suspended from the course, pending an investigation into whether or not she is safe to work with patients.
So she questioned the ideology they were operating under, the critical race theory, which says that all white people are racist and bad, which,
And you don't get it if you're white. You don't get the problem if you're white.
And she also questioned the gender ideology that said, we must get all these kids and transition them.
Yes.
So, I mean, this seems that, she's been punished for just asking questions. And questions that need to be asked.
I completely support her. I think when should we not be having debates about things? I mean, that's just ridiculous. The only thing I don't like about this is that you hear these phrases like, it caused Amy crippling anxiety. And I don't want to hear about her anxiety. I want to hear that we should be having debates about things. She's falling into their trap, isn't she? She's going, it really hurt my feelings. It's like, never mind that. This is just ridiculous.
She hallucinated and heard voices and stuff. But I think, actually, what she was saying was, critical race theory has been a problem it's created a problem for itself in higher education institutions in the U.S. It's just a theory that suggests that race is not biological, that it's not real.
Yeah.
And that it's a social construct.
But race, it's not really a social construct.
I think our interpretation of people's race is. I think judging people because of their skin color or how they appear, that is a social construct.
It depends what you mean by social construct.
Well, it depends what you mean by race, I suppose. But certainly saying that whites don't understand the world would seem to contravene their own rules of race being a social construct.
It turns it back on them. And
it seems to be a deeply racist thing to do. And as soon as you start applying different standards and saying, but white people are bad because of this, and you can treat white people differently because of this, it then empowers other people to be racist in the other direction. So it seems like a terrible idea. And, blaming Christianity as well. And also for the NHS to be spending money on this, when I believe there's some other issues that need money.
One of the seminars was called "Whiteness, a Problem for Our Time." I know, it's funny. And she has a good name for a one-person show, though. And included a description on the Trust website that, quote, "The problem of racism is a problem of whiteness. Namaste." The thing is, when my father had his, thing, that cotton swab up his nose and sent in the mail, and when we found out that we're Sephardic Jews from Spain, and that we're Greek/Italian. No, we're Italian. No doubt we're Greek. It says so right here. It really turned his world around.
Right.
But it's the joke is that we're all just part of everything else.
Yeah. No, I had the same revelation when I found out I was Nigerian.